One of the things that we wanted to do each week on the show was to introduce a new stand-up comic. But it's very difficult to get stand-up comics who are non-offensive. However, we think for our first show, we found just the guy. He was a heat winner in the BBC's latest talent show spotting thing called, well, it's called Throw Up a Star. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Mr. Beano Wilson?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you who have had the operation. No, I thought I'd start off with a good one, right? I haven't heard this one before, but I've been told it's great, right? No, right, so there's this trapper, right, in Alaska, right? He's been there for 10 months. So you can imagine he's a bit... So, right, he goes down the town, right, to the town, and he goes in the saloon, right, has a couple of shots of red-eye, and he says to the barman, he says, here, he says, look, where can I buy a tart for the night? Now, the barman, he says, buy a tart for the night. He says, buy a...
Hold it. What's the problem? According to your publicity blurb, you're a non-offensive comic.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
We've just lost about 3 million viewers.
Well, what's the problem? You know,
You don't know... Well, look, you don't mind me standing here, do you? Is that
no, that's
well,
fine.
I'll tell you, just start again. So what, you just start.
Right, so we're in Alaska, right, and there's this trapper. Now,
See, that's what I'm worried about, trapper. Now, it's a very sensitive area. Trapper, baby seals, you know, club, blood. The animal lives will turn off. Make him a community welfare person who's involved with baby seals who've lost their parents, okay?
Right, there's this community welfare person who's involved with baby seals, right, who've lost their parents, okay? Right, and he's been out in Alaska for 10 months, so you can imagine he's a bit...
You don't have to punch it out, you know, 10 months in Alaska, we know how he feels. Lonely.
So he's a bit lonely, right? So he goes down to town to the saloon, right?
Saloon. Chauvinistic. You know, chauvinistic, male, you know, dominated. Make it a bit more men and women-y.
What, cocktail bar, right?
Sexist. Organ tail. Make it an organ tail.
He goes to this organ tail bar, right? And he orders a couple of drinks from the bar person.
Good, I like it.
And he says, look, I'm feeling a bit tired.
Good.
Where can I buy a tart for the night? Sorry, borrow. Where can I borrow?
Missed the point.
Where can I meet a woman?
Look.
Where can I meet a liberal-minded woman with a view to non-sexist interaction?
Excellent.
And he says, we ain't got none of them, but we have got rastas out the back.
Apart from being overtly racist, we are doing this programme live from Shepherd's Bush and we'd like to get home. Call him Roger. And he's not black.
Right, so he says, we have got Roger out the back. And the other bloke says, right, well, I'm not like that, you see. He says, but I'm not like
that. You mean he's not gay?
Yeah.
Why offend all our gay viewers? Can't be many of them left now. I mean, what you're trying to say, he has no sexual desires towards persons of his own gender. I mean, it's nothing to laugh at. In a liberal-minded, free-minded society, comical innuendo of that nature must be eradicated.
So he says all that. and he has a few more drinks, and then he says, look, this Roger...
Oh, he's not black.
Right, now, supposing he and I were to have a stimulating intellectual experience out the back, how many people would know about it. And the bloke said 7. He says 7. He says, yes, 7. Because you'd know about it, I'd know about it, Roger'd know about it,
and the other 4 blokes holding Rastus down would know about it, because he's not like that either.